As E3 2021 approaches, Nintendo and Smash Bros. Ryu Hayabusa? What's happening, my blocked buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your blocked content for today. And boy, am I excited to talk about this episode because we are going to dive into Nintendo's E3, and E3 has officially begun. Yes, we've just had the Summer Games Fest stuff from Jeff Keighley. It was actually quite interesting. There were a couple of really cool reveals. We got Elden Ring, we got some other big third-party stuff. We even got Hideo Kojima with Death Stranding Director's Cut, and a lot of other cool little tidbits. We even got some Nintendo Switch stuff as well. Really curious what you guys think of the Summer Games Fest. So let me know in the comments down below if you have any specific thoughts about all the things that were shown, all the big reveals, and of course the celebrity cameos as they always happen. E3 has officially begun, and I mean, we have to speculate about what character will be revealed because everyone's pretty much saying it. It would make no sense for Nintendo not to reveal a Smash Bros. Character right now. It just makes too much sense because of this huge presentation. There are a lot of eyes on Nintendo because of, no presentation last year. And essentially, there are a lot of games waiting in the wing, right? There are a lot of games that are still yet to be revealed. So I wanted to dive into a character that I'm really passionate about, but I also think has a huge shot to actually appear in Smash Brothers, right? It would make complete sense, and I think that, this character makes just such a huge impression in the games that he's in. He's a main character, has a lot of history with Nintendo, and as you can see, was even in a Nintendo DS game that was also really cool. Now, of course, if you want to send in your questions to Blocked Content, it's very easy. It's question blocked. So much fun. So if you want me to answer your questions live on the show, send an email to blockedcontentmail@gmail.com, and I will answer your questions right over here. And as you guys know, we have a brand new, beautiful Discord where we all have fun every single day. We post memes, we talk about Smash Brothers, and even leak speculation and stuff like that. So if you want to join this beautiful Discord, this awesome forum, just click the link in the description and you'll be transported to our Discord Blocked Content world. Now let's dive right on into the topic of today, and that is talk about Ryu Hayabusa. Now, of course, there's a lot of stuff that happened with this character in Nintendo's history, and not the least of which was actually the character, of course, having its debut on the NES system. The NES system, of course, had this really difficult game that was like Ninja Gaiden. You had to climb, you had to defeat all of these enemies. It was so difficult, and I just thought that, even playing the game now, it is so hard that I can't really get past a couple of levels and I just end up quitting the game. But the character really found its footing through Dead or Alive, right? That was sort of the franchise that really reintroduced the character, and then of course came all the Ninja Gaiden games. Now, looking at those two specific games, right? The Ninja Gaiden franchise on Xbox, and then of course continually going on to get more sequels, and of course the Dead or Alive franchise, because a lot of people are saying that they really don't want more Smash Bros. Ultimate newcomers that are just sword wielders. Now, I do think that there's something very unique about Ryu Hayabusa. It's a katana. He really uses a lot more in his arsenal. He has a lot of magic powers as well. And of course, the gameplay that you even see on screen right now is not really like any other Smash Bros. Character that we already have. Now, Ryu Hayabusa doesn't just have a sword, he has all of these different abilities and all of these different weapons that he can use as well, like big axes and other types of weapons and claws. But of course, he is most notably known for the katana wielding, as he did that in his original appearance. But yes, in Dead or Alive, he is a great hand-to-hand combat champion, and I think that it would be really cool to have a mix of those different styles of fighting, right? Have the hack and slash part be part of his, smash attacks and stuff like that, but for his just normal jab combos and other stuff like that, maybe even tilts, he could use the moves from Dead or Alive. And I could even see, a way where he can actually swap between different weapons, maybe that are his special moves, and magic attacks would also completely make sense, right? Disappearing in a puff of smoke and then reappearing again, kind of like what you can do with some of the counter moves that Greninja has, and I think that it would just really fit well to have that as an up B, you know, as a recovery move. And also throwing stars and shurikens and stuff like that would make complete sense for the character to also have a bunch of projectiles, and then Ninpo magic, right? Actually throwing fireballs all across the stage. Now, there have been a lot of leaks that have talked about this character, and most notably it was a leak that, you know, predicted a couple of other characters coming to the game in a couple of different spots that are now not in the game, right? And there's a couple more than just the final two. So we can definitely assume that some of those leaks just didn't end up panning out, and it didn't end up, you know, materializing in any sort of way. So there right now aren't any leaks running for Ryu Hayabusa that we can really point to and say, well, we have hope for the character because it's so close, right? Right now that isn't really the case. I feel like what this character really has that not a lot of other characters have that are in the running right now is the good partnership with Nintendo, you know, the very, you know, NES days of the character, and Sakurai really loves putting in characters from an old era. Just look at characters like Ice Climbers that probably would have never had any other appearance, and now they actually have because of Sakurai himself. And I think the same could sort of be said for like Ness from Earthbound and Captain Falcon. You know, those characters now have a personality and are quite well known because of Smash Brothers. And of course there's characters on the other side of that spectrum that we, you know, are big regardless of Smash Brothers, but I do think that they have a very unique way about them to actually promote them to, you know, the public eye. I think Ryu Hayabusa is a character that doesn't really need that all that much. It's a character that is doing just fine in his own franchises, and Ninja Gaiden has a lot of people that love those games. You know, there have been countless remasters about those games, and the Dead or Alive games are of course also a huge deal for that character. So I think that it would just be a very good partnership to have that character appear in Smash Brothers, have a moveset and a, you know, a playing speed with this character would also be very high. He would not really be Sonic speed, but he would really be something like Sheik, right? If you think about it. That character would just be a combination of the speed of Sheik and those types of moves, and maybe something akin to Marth, right? With a quick sword slash. Now, as you can see, character of course also really fits well with the Musou types of games, and yes, moving across the stage very fluidly but also quick, and having all those magic attacks really would make for an interesting DLC character. Now, of course, we're going to be doing a lot of other videos about making the case for a couple of Smash Brothers potential newcomers, so I'm generally really curious if you guys have any characters that you think are a shoe-in for Smash Brothers Ultimate that will definitely be one of the two characters. I think Ryu Hayabusa makes complete sense in a lot of different ways, but also it might not be the big final end punch that people are hoping for. And so today's comment question is, well, do you want Ryu Hayabusa to appear in Smash? Let me know, because yeah, I really want to gauge how many people are excited for this character to actually appear. So let me know, answer that comment question in the comments down below. And as for a previous comment question, our answer comes to us from our very own user, Lord Null 1, saying, well, if Nintendo actually took this leak down, it could actually mean one of three things. Number 1, it could actually be legit. Number 2, it could be close but not quite a bullseye. For example, the character could be on the list but not in the order that it says. Number 3, the character was considered but another was picked from the company. I wonder which one it will turn out to be. Well, Lord Null 1, thank you so much for sending in your comment. I totally agree. I think that a lot of these leaks have some, correct information in them, and it's either Nintendo, sharing them in the offices to a couple of people to see who will bite, right? And then, of course, you'll know who the snitch is in the company. But also sometimes people are just really lucky with the predictions that they make. Lucky predictions have happened, for such a long time in Smash, but the speculation that it just is a part of the game right now. Because, a character even like Sephiroth has been mentioned by a couple of people, right? Even though it came so weirdly out of nowhere, stuff like that will always have been said somewhere on an image board, right? So if you want to support blocked content and make sure that we get to make videos every single day, just go to patreon.com/blockedcontent, and if you donate anything, you get to decide what our next video is about. A cool snake snake codec, or maybe you get to decide what the leak speak is. Let me know in the comments down below. And also, please hit that subscribe button, like this video right now, and I'll see you guys around the corner where we'll always be talking E3 and blocked content.